Anthony Smith really grinds my gears. Same, dude. I hope fucking Reyes gives him the why I oughta special. Just look at Smith's fucking... Look at his dumb look at the genetics we're looking at here. Look at his torso. Yuck, dude. Get this guy out of the fucking cage. Oh, he's crying on the walkout. Oh, here we go. Why the fuck is Smith crying? I don't know. His coach died, that's why. Okay. I see it. I thought someone died, but his friend died. That's tough. This is going to be the reason for his loss if he loses. God, I need to stop commenting on it because it is sad that one of his friends died. But it's always something with Smith. No offense. But that'll be the reason he lost. Just couldn't get my groove on, you know. I just overcome with emotion on the walkout. You know what I mean? It will. I'm sorry, and it is rude, and it is heartless to say this. It really is. I'm a heartless person. But it is true. He will say if he loses, that's the reason he lost. Are you a flat? Oh, good left hand from Reyes early. Give it a $3 Australian. Body kick there from Reyes. That's how the government destroys. Good defense by Reyes. He's back up. Needs to switch on a bit. Very lackadaisical there. Smith actually tried a takedown there, though. That was crazy. Guys, can I watch the fights for once? Sometimes, you know what? You're not getting read out. Smith lands an overhand right. Hold on now. That was nasty. People forget, man. Anthony Smith, here he comes. He's going to do it, man. Am I wrong in saying he actually does look yoked for this fight, though? Eye poke from Smith there. Smith looking good. People forget, man. This guy went 5 rounds with John Jones on an off night. He had an off night and went 5 rounds with John Jones. Good kick from Reyes. Good 2. Smith kicked through the middle, though. Dude, Reyes is so the same thing over and over again. I will be real. Just steps in with his 1-2 and then his rear kick. How did Jones lose to this guy? Like, for real. Oh, good shot back from Reyes, though. And another one. Smith's just ducking down. Good body kick from Smith. Smith's doing some Tai Chi now on Reyes. Look out. Look out! Get out of there! You do not want to be there with Anthony Smith. Over-unders. Jab from Reyes, another one. Moves out of the way, another jab, left hand. I was just eating his shots because I thought he had no power. Big shots from Reyes. And, you know, I just kind of got a little too comfortable in there, you know. Sometimes you're feeling so on that you're actually off. I just kept getting hit by this guy, and I was like, that's nothing. This isn't going to hurt me. And that was my biggest mistake. You know, it takes me back, you know. I landed a knee on this guy, and I was like, yeah, I got it. And he just stung me with some more big shots as I came in. And now I'm all over the place and rocked at the end of round 1. And, you know, could I have been a bit smarter with my tactics? Yeah, but, you know, sometimes that's a fight. You're in there and, you know. I'm just going to start with the excuses on commentary. You know, sometimes I just saw everything coming. I kind of lost respect for Reyes. I was like, you're the guy that beat Jones? I mean, that was my thoughts in the cage. And, you know, it's never good when those are your thoughts, you know. I should be thinking, I better not get knocked out. Or I should be worried. But I was so at peace knowing I'm at the level that, you know, even on the corner, my coaches were trying to tell me what to do. And I was just like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm above this guy's level. And that was my worst mistake. You know, about round 2, I was like, you know, this guy was throwing some low kicks against me, and I just kind of thought, yeah, you know, I can kind of let him do that. And that was my first mistake, you know. After a few of them landed, I was like, fuck, man, these low kicks. And, you know, I was obviously, you know, no camp is perfect, and, you know, every fighter would tell you that. But, you know, you go out there and do what you do with what you can, you know. You know, I was just feigning towards him, looking for my 1-2, and I was like, God, I'm kind of better than John Jones. Makhachev's in the crowd. There's a single leg from Smith. It's a good single. He can trip out the rear leg. Good defense from Reyes, to be fair. Sick defense from Reyes. Good elbow from Reyes. And another one. These are nasty elbows. His rear leg can be tripped out here. Those are really good elbows, though. And solid punches to the body and head. And I was just kind of on a single leg. And, you know, I just was lost in thought about that guy that I lost in training camp. And, you know, there was one point where I was on a single leg in round 2. And I just kept thinking, why is this guy hitting me over and over again, you know? Instead of thinking to escape, I was thinking, why? Why am I covered up in a ball right now? You know? And the whole time, I was just like, I shouldn't be thinking about this, but I know TJ Dillashaw is talking shit. And there I am, curled up in a ball on the ground, Reyes teeing off on me, going for a finish, and I'm thinking about TJ Dillashaw. This is the problem in the cage, you know, and why I should probably retire. And there I was, on a single leg, failing it. And for some reason, my head just wasn't in the game. He was landing elbows on me, and I thought, well, here's the bit where I get up and get a single leg. And instead, no, I just curl up in a ball on the ground. And that's my big move that I go to quite a bit. And You know, it turns out Reyes is one of these double threats with the big elbows he was landing on me. And sometimes you're not just, you're not all there. And that's one of those things that you can't really game plan for, When you got all the game plan figured out and your coaches just put so much time into you, and then you just end up failing single legs and curling up in a ball on the ground and getting hit over and over again to the back of the head. Just one of those positions, Reyes is really a triple threat out there. Just when I thought I could use my golden technique of curling up in a ball on the ground, he had the answer to it, Smith should stop fighting, seriously. He's just on the ground getting teed off on by Reyes, by the way. And, a couple elbows later, I just kept thinking, God, I just had no motivation to go to the gym. The entire training camp, I was just thinking, God, why can't I have my gym in my garage? It was kind of great for me when I had my gym in my garage because it meant that I could get work done and also be around my kids. But there's just something about training camp where I'm thinking, God, do I want to be here anymore? And that's not the right mindset to have when you're in a cage fight. And, us fighters, we go through a lot of mental problems, but it was really when I was tucked up in a ball on the ground getting hit. He's there again in the same position. You're just a bitch, man. What? That's not right? Anthony Smith. Who the fuck called him Lionheart? Rampage, I can't help but notice you've got TJ back on the pod. And, I was kind of thinking about that at one point in round 2 while Reyes was elbowing the fuck out of the side of my head. I was curled up in a ball on the ground and thinking about, wonder what Rampage is talking about with TJ right now, Thank you for the $2. I hate Smiths. Reyes still in a dominant position landing these elbows. Respect to Reyes for trying to make him clean. Chandler. I'm saying he's intentionally making it awkward so it does land clean. That's a good fighter right there. It's a good man. So there I was on my knees in round 2 and just curling up, not trying to advance position and not trying to escape. And Reyes was just all over me, man. He was a double threat, It's really those guys that could mix in the grappling with the striking that give me the problems as an MMA fighter. Thank you for the membership, Brendan O'Brien. And I tried my best to get up, but it's going to take some time with such a high-level grappler like Dominick on top of me. Yeah. Round 2, I was just curled up and on the ground on my knees, staring at the canvas, trying to have a movie moment. And I just kind of realized I don't got it no more. 10 fights too late in my career. And, the doctor was asking me, do you want to continue? And the entire time, I was just thinking about TJ Dillashaw and what he said about me and whether or not I'm a quitter or not, because, yeah. Is it over? It's not over, is it? Next round's coming up. Is it over? Wait, did that fight get stopped just then? Because Smith was just curling up. Is that a finish? Are we going into round 3, or is that a finish? Yes, it was. When did they finish the fight? Was it just because he was curled up in a ball? Wow, they actually stopped the fight because he quit. I'm genuinely worried Smith will off himself now. I don't know, dude. He just had different things on his mind in training camp, Early stoppage, Smith had him where he wanted him. Legendary curl up in a ball technique. Hate all you want, but Smith's the most consistent fighter in UFC history. Every single fight without fail, he ends up curled up in the corner, sad looking. Yeah. Smith is pathetic, totally peggable. Pig heart quitting. It's not pig heart, dude. Chill with the Anthony Smith jokes. Us as fighters know to eat 120 on edge. We as fighters know that you gotta sometimes eat 120 elbows before you get back up. And, what did I miss? Just Anthony Smith curling up in a ball again. Every time, Lionheart. Smith retirement package incoming. And it's just him curled up in a ball. Highlight montage. The low lights of Smith. His coach is glad he didn't have to see that. Okay. All right, don't do that, dude. Don't do that. Shout out to Smith and shout out Reyes, dude. Dude, are they going to give him a speech? Come on, you got to let him speak. For the memes! Please give him a post-fight speech for the memes. They're giving him a speech. Speech!
This guy was my best friend. And I thought I could push it down.
Dude, I told you it would be the go-to thing to say. That's why he curled up in the ball. I told you, I'm sorry. I know he lost. I'm so heartless, but I'm right. I'm so heartless, but I'm right, dude. I'd make a great dictator. I said this word for word, the excuse.
Man, I don't know. Probably.
He's not retiring. Dude, fucking drop the gloves. Drop the gloves. He's not retiring? What the fuck, dude? No, dude. We need confirmation of this, dude. Stop. He's going to come back. Oh, dude. We'll see. I just knew that would be the go-to thing. Like, oh, here we go. This would be the reason he fucking curls up in a ball. I literally said that. Can I please get an impression of Smith crawled in a ball on the ground grunting about his family and podcast? You know, we as fighters, this is just kind of the life that we kind of submit to, you know. This is just comes with a trade. You got to end up on the ground, tucked up in a ball, eating punches, otherwise you're not really a fighter. Impression of Smith demonstrating for the news how he used his legendary fetal position to let the intruder wear himself out until the police arrived. I was just kind of on my knees like this. You reckon the home intruder had Smith in the fetus position, shaking his head at his family, saying, I tried, man. It just ain't my night. No. I think he is lying about that home intruder situation, dude. He weren't winning that shit before the end. He was curled up in a ball eating shots. And I've been saying that fight would be rough justice. Smith's family just witnessed that brutal assault. Children running towards the... All right, guys. Thank you for the $20. Jesus. Running towards the octagon, screaming, stop. That's my dad. All right. Good Lord. Smith brought his family to watch that. All right, guys. We're going way beyond what I was taking digs at now. I genuinely feel bad for Smith. His family was there. He brought him. I hate to be that guy, but he lost his best friend and has to come to terms on him not being as good as he used to be. I know. There is a human being on the other side. It's just every fight there's this reasoning of something was going on. And I know, we're heartless and chat's making jokes and I'm not. I'm reading chat when I make those jokes. But it's just every time with Smith and it's like a never ending cycle of what was the reason this time? And, oh, there's a reason leading into this fight as well. You know what I mean? Smith's ability to test the integrity of the cage floor every fight is not to be overlooked. A true warrior who loved curling up in the fetal position as homage to all the young UFC fans at home. Okay. Yeah, he was just getting one last good look at the octagon canvas before never seeing it again. You know? Really getting a good look at it, dude. He was testing out the braille that they've done on it as well. Did you know his spirit guardian animal's an armadillo? Yeah. Anthony the Armadillo Smith. Good one, dude. People forget, man. The armadillo. Anthony Smith. People forget, man. Impression of Chandler's kids robbing Anthony Smith's house. Man, who this dumb bitch curled up on the floor, man? We ain't even tried to rob no shit yet, man. What are you doing in my house? Man, maybe look up at us and we'll tell you, man. You're doing curled up in a ball in the corner. You're in my house. Thank you for the $2. Anthony Lyonshaw has started the real game plan in rounds 1, trying to make Reyes break his hands and elbows on his bald head. Smith has his family sleep in the ball position. All right, guys. God, dude, Bisping's going to get on to me about this as well, if he sees any of this. Smith has all daughters. Massive. Okay. Thank you for the €5. Sorry, I just seeing Smith in my head crawling around like he's been downed. Every time I see Smith, I picture a revive sign above his head, chat. Is that wrong? Not to be mean or anything, but why would they point the camera at his kids? I know. It's kind of crazy, right? Like, after he lost, let's get a good look of their tears. It's kind of weird. He definitely dropped the gloves after this stream. All right.